Alright guys, BLM here, back with the post-finale stream for Survivor 41. Yeah, I mean, again, I guess we're doing some free roam in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because I guess why not? I don't fucking know what else to do. Yeah, obviously we're getting a really late start here. It is 12:45 a.m. So, yeah, it's late. I just finished writing my review, which is really fucking long. But I got it done. Probably going to record it tomorrow morning, or the rest of it tomorrow morning. And, yeah, try to edit it by Saturday. What is this? Fate Encounter. Oh, fuck me. I forgot about that. The fucking Cassandra DLC. We're not doing that shit. Oh, what is this? I don't care. I'm not doing that. Whatever. So yeah, don't know if anyone's going to show up considering it's so late, but whatever. We'll stream for a little bit here. Yeah, I'm debating over whether or not to stream tomorrow, just due to how late of a start we got here, but we'll see. Oh, did we see Rock's Choice face? I didn't even realize that.
Looks like something is happening in the Avolka's.
Wait, why did I just get a trophy?
Take a look.
Oh, I forgot. This is the fucking PS5 version. So I'm getting all the trophies right now. That's fucking dumb. Whatever. Who's better, Erica or Jenna Maraska? I think Erica, but it's... Yeah, I mean, Erica has a very flawed game, but... Like, I still think it's Erica. Yeah, I would have voted for Deshaun of the three, but, like, I fully get why Deshaun doesn't win. This is so disturbing. I mean, you're probably not seeing this, but I'm getting a whole bunch of trophies right now. Oh, whatever. Yeah, like, we've been talking about this for weeks, but, like, I did feel like Erica was the most likely winner, after the Evie boot. At that point, to me, it's like she's the only person that had a cohesive storyline left in the season that wasn't being undermined by the edit constantly. So it's like, yeah, obviously not super surprised for Erica there to win, but yeah, it was definitely was an interesting finale. I will say that, like, to me, kind of just fine. Like, it's probably, like, if I were to do my finale episode ranking again now, like, I will say that's probably, like, middle of the pack. Like, it's like for the first round there, it's like once Ricard doesn't win immunity, it's like Ricard's going home. What am I doing here? I guess I'm going to do these. Why not? And then after that, again, I was pretty confident that the final three was going to be Deshaun, Erica, and Xander. So, again, I was expecting Heather to lose the fire-making challenge, though I will say that the scene itself was a lot more riveting than I thought it was going to be. But, again, like, I was pretty confident Deshaun was going to win, especially when he started to make a comeback there. But yeah, I mean, definitely was interesting that Deshaun only gets one vote, and, like, we're not 100% exactly who it is at this point. I know the wiki says Danny, but it's like, where'd that come from? Like, Danny himself has not confirmed that he voted for him, so, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Nasir, based on Danny's, like, voting confessional at the end. But it's like, again, like, we'll see. Not that it doesn't really matter either way. Yeah, the reunion was dumb. I thought like the entire after show was really awkward. I mean, like, it's better than having no reunion at all. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's not great. Yeah, like, I think it was Nasir personally that voted for that voted for Deshaun, but again, like, it could be Danny too. I mean, who knows? Because, like, again, like, the way that Danny seemed pretty, like, negative on Deshaun's game at Final Tribal there. I forget how this game even plays. Like, what are the controls for this game? Oh, whatever. Fucking cares. Actually, I should probably... Like, that's gonna disturb me. I should untag this. Alright. Why did Erica win? Because she had the natural perception of being a threat, and she got to the end against people who weren't respected. And to be fair, like I think she probably wins against everyone but Ricard. What's Eagle Vision in this game? Or Odin's Sight or whatever. I already forgot the controls. I haven't played this in forever. Actually, I just realized, did they because I changed the controls on the PS4 version. Do they change that? I mean, I should have probably done this before I started streaming. Oh, wait. Let's look at this. Okay, so... Wait, what's Odin's Sight? Heal... Sprints. Oh, there. It's fucking R3? Oh, wait, no. Who the fuck decided that? Whatever, who cares? Yeah, Xander and Deshawn both had pretty bad Final Tribal performances. I mean, like, I thought Xander was, like, okay at first. But then, like, obviously, when he gets asked, name a single move you made, using your social awareness, and he couldn't think of one right away. Like, that's pretty bad. And then with Deshawn, it's like, I think we got essentially what I thought we were gonna get. Where I talked about this last week. I think it was last week or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but like Erica has constantly been saying that she has to own her game. And also with Ricard having a confessional, talking about how Deshawn doesn't take responsibility for what he does in the game. Like, it did make me think that, okay, so I think we're going to have Deshawn not owning up to his game at Final Tribal, while Erica does, and that's pretty much what we got. This is underground, isn't it? Or is it? Oh, it's up there. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like that played out as I expected. It was interesting to how, like, I mean, I guess we knew that, like, Ricard was anti-Deshawn, but I was surprised at how, like, to the point where, like, he's clearly advocating for Erica there. Oh, fuck off. I need a key. Fuck this game. That's why I haven't played this game in forever. Face reveal at 10,000. Probably not. like I talked about this before that. Like, if I think face reveal, like, I don't think there's a point on the channel, on the main channel. On Twitch, potentially, once I get, like, a proper setup. Like, I would plan on doing, like, proper streams where I'm in the streams, but I don't really see much of a point for the main channel at this point. But either way, yeah, Xander taking Erica to the end was a very questionable choice here. It's so weird too, because, like, obviously, like, both Deshawn and Heather tell him that Erica's the biggest threat, Erica's gonna win. But, like, despite that, he, like, I don't know, like, because, like, he talks as if he knows that she's gonna be a threat. But obviously, like, it does seem like he, like, thought he had a chance against her, and thought it was better to not let her go into fire making. But again, I do feel like that was just a bit of a misread there on his end. It would have been interesting if he actually played, like, because, like, what I think he should have done, obviously, is, like, put Erica in fire making, him go into fire making himself, him beat Erica. That would be the, like, ideal move, I feel like, in that situation. To give him the better shot at winning. I don't know if he wins in that situation still. Like, I don't know if Deshawn, like, who wins between Deshawn or Xander. Like, we'll have to wait until, like, exit interviews and stuff to fully figure that out. Or, like, post-season interview, I don't know, whatever. Deep dives and stuff. But, still, like, I feel like that would have been his more optimal move there. But... Yeah, I get, like, yeah, he talked about how her winning in fire would be a big move for her resume, but to be honest, like, I don't think she needed it. Again, like, there was so much talk already about how she wins if she gets to the end that, I didn't think it was a misread to think that she needed that to begin with. Again, fuck this. I'm not gonna bother getting this key. Let's go to this one. I don't think Heather's not winning. Like, I can't imagine a world where Heather wins the game. Like, while, like... Oh, fuck, did I talk about that in my review? God damn it. I think I might have missed out on that. That Heather story. God damn it, I need to add that. Whatever. But yeah, Heather, like, even though, like, obviously on the edit, like, Jeff is, like, really propping up Heather, like, almost every opportunity. It's like, it seemed pretty clear that the players on the island just did not respect her. What's interesting though that yeah, like it's so weird. Like Xander put Heather in fire making, and like to be fair, like Heather almost beats Deshaun, but still, it's like for him to risk like the biggest like clear goat there. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't think that was Xander's actual perception of Heather. Like, what he was saying about Heather, like, that's not what he... I don't think that's actually what he was thinking. I think that was more so him trying to prop up Heather because he knew that he... Like, he assumed that he was going to the end with Heather. And in that situation, he kind of wanted to, like, diminish... people like Erica by saying that Heather deserves more credit. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like, so I do have a bit of, like, obviously, like, I do plan on recording the player ranking tomorrow. And I already have a rough draft of the list, obviously. Heather's pretty low. It's like, I just don't, like, I don't know how low to put her, though. That's my question. Like, I'm thinking, is she the worst player to make the merge? Like, I feel like that's probably where I'm leaning right now. Okay, yeah. Again, I don't remember how to play this game. Whatever. Yeah, I believe there are 3 tribes on 42. Again, from what I understand, 42 is the exact same season, pretty much, as this one. They're redoing everything. Again, they did talk about how they're bringing back stuff, but with, like, minor changes or whatever. Again, from what I understand, Redmond has confirmed that they're bringing back pretty much every twist from this season. So it is going to be a similar thing, just all around. Is Ricard the best player of the season? I think so. I don't know. Again, that's what's tough too. Is that I don't think there's a clear number one to me. Like Ricard's obviously someone that if he gets to the end, he wins, and did make some good moves along the way to get him in that position to where he does win if he gets to the end. However, he also obviously needed to win out at the end. Mind you, he comes very close to doing so. There we go. We got something. Oh, we gotta do a raid. That's gonna be fun. Fuck this game. I forgot how much I hate this game. Would Heather be above Angela? Probably. Because at least Heather was in on the majority of the votes. Like Angela was like such a massive goat and like also like had like did nothing in the game. Like also was like not even voting correctly most of the time. Had no real allegiances. Like at least Heather had Erica, and at least they did vote correctly at almost every tribal. So at least there's that. Yeah, reunion was dumb. But again, like they had to, like if we wanted a reunion, they had to do it that way. How the fuck do I do this? Use horn, right? There we go. Denise on China or Heather? That one's tougher. Like, I think Denise could have won in, like, I mean, at least I think Denise would have gotten votes where, like, I don't think Heather even gets a single vote outside maybe Erica, if Erica's on the jury, and even then, it's not really guaranteed. Did they come? Did they not even, like, I don't think they did they? Oh, wait. Not currently available. Okay, well then, fuck you.
Need to cloak myself.
I mean, I assume, like, I think the reunion thing here was purely, like, a precaution of them being worried that something would go wrong and they wouldn't be able to have a real reunion. And, like, with Winners at War, like, it was fine. Like, there was so much to pack into that finale that I think they were fine with not having a reunion there. They just had to add in a few scenes here and there. While with this one, it's like they definitely would have struggled to fill in the content had they... Are they not coming? Oh, I have to fucking actually get... Okay, this is fucking dumb then. Okay, well this is playing out perfectly. Okay, this is loud. I need to turn this down. What the fuck? But yeah, I mean, like, this is definitely... Like, this is, like, on purpose. Like, this is, like, production team, like, clearly actively wanted, to do this. Like, it wasn't, like, a thing forced upon them. I mean, it was by COVID, but I mean, like, it's not forced upon them in terms of, in terms of anyone telling them exactly what to do. Yeah, I did see that Derek was, posted a thing saying he's upset that Xander didn't win. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure that is the, casual consensus, which might play into a video that I'm planning on doing. But yeah, I think clearly Xander is the fan favorite of the season, which is really weird. Like, I mean, like, he's... Can I start right now? There we go. Yeah, like, to me, again, like, I don't think Xander played that good of a game. Like, even before this, like, finale where we see him lose, like, I really just did not, like, he made one, like, good-ish move, in the, Knowledge is Power counterplay, but, like, even then, like, to me, that was, like, such an obvious move to make. Like, to where, like, literally at the point where Xander finds, like, on the show, like, finds out that, that Liana has the knowledge of power. I literally wrote in my notes exactly, like, give the idol to Tiffany and, like, all this stuff. It's like, I literally wrote exactly what he did. Like, to me, that's, like, very obvious, obviously the move to make. So, like, the fact that, like, you're getting, like, that's, like, pretty much what a lot of his game is dictated on. And, like, the fact that he is this, like, underdog, like, again, to me, it's not really enough. Especially when, like, he's an underdog, but he's also one that, like, no one cares about. Like, no one's, like, perceiving him as a threat. Because, like, in reality, he isn't a threat. It's not like he's, like, actually a threat and, like, he would win if he got to the end. Like, he legitimately isn't a threat. He doesn't win if he gets to the end. I did find it funny, though, that they, like, finally gave him personal content, like, after the Final Four Immunity Challenge. Like, that's literally the first time Xander gets any personal content, is literally after he wins Final Immunity. Like, they went the entire fucking season with him being the only person in the endgame to not get any personal content. Actually, I think, technically, actually, is he the only person... He might be the only person, like, outside of, like, Abraham to not get any personal content, right? Because what, like, Erica got it at the merge, Deshawn got it episode 2, Heather's gotten it in the premiere, and then also through her challenges and bullshit. Who's out there? Ricard obviously got a lot of personal content. I guess, like, debatably Evie. Yeah, I guess Sydney probably. But yeah, like, it's again, like, most people on this season got personal content. Like, Xander literally didn't get any until, like, literally this final episode. Did Sydney get into premiere? What's Sydney get into premiere? Oh, yeah. She did talk. Yeah, okay. But, I mean, like, that was still, like...
Give me a hand!
I mean, I guess it counts still. Yeah, Voce got personal content. He got shown as, like, being a doctor and everything. Yeah, like, Sarah got personal content in that premiere. Okay. Brad got content talking about his dad's death. You had Jeannie talking about her wife. JD, got to talk about, like, obviously, like, him being a massive fan and all that sort of stuff. Okay, and, like, how he was inspired by Ozzy and that stuff. So it's like, yeah, I mean, like, pretty much, like, Xander, like, is one of the few people to not get personal content up until this point, so, yeah, I mean, again, like, I didn't think Xander was winning largely because of that. I think Erica's such a weird person because, like, so early on, people are already talking about her as a threat. Because, like, by the time, like, the time that we, like, kind of get introduced to her in episode 4, like, she's being already talked about as a massive threat with Deshaun talking about how, like, if she gets to the end, she's gonna, like, I forgot what it was, like, if she gets to the end, she's gonna, like, ruin their games or something. But yeah, it's just, like, so weird how, like, just on the off. Oh, he also talks about how her survivor IQ is very high and stuff like that. It's like, it's so weird how she's, like, instantly perceived as a threat and, like, ends up kind of winning because of that perception. Like, I mean, she, like, again, like, I don't think she played that well. And to be fair, I think everyone on the season has holes in their game. That's why I do find it very tough to really associate a best player of the season. Like, no one played flawlessly here, but like, I do think Erica had I mean, like, I talk about this in my review, but there's just so many points in the game where I think she gets very, very lucky, and, like, that is the thing that, like, Shan and was it Shan and then I think Liana both said that she was lucky in their word association. I think Nasir did too, right? But, like, again, like, I do think she was very, very lucky in the game. Again, having this natural built-in perception of her being a threat, and then following that up by, like, the fact that she would go home if her tribe ever went to tribal, and they even tried to throw the challenge to get rid of her and just failed in doing so. You have her being the merge boot had the hourglass twist not happen. You have her winning immunity at the Nasir boot in a position where she probably would have been in danger had that not happened. You have her at the final 5 now, where she wins the immunity challenge, which allows her to get rid of Ricard, but Ricard almost beat her in a position where she had the advantage. So it's like, more than likely, if she didn't have that advantage, Ricard would have beat her, and Ricard would have had 2 chances to get to the final 3 at the final 4 in a position where he probably ends up beating her. You also have the final 4, where Xander decides to take Erica to the end, based on very little that we actually see her actually doing. Now, it might come out, like, post-season that, like, oh, she was trying to build up that she was good at fire making the entire season to stir people away from taking her, but, like, it didn't seem like that was the case. Like, she even blatantly says that she's surprised that she's not going to fire against Deshaun. Again, like, to me, I do feel like she was very much lucky at a lot of points in the game. I do think outside of those points, she plays, like, well enough. Like, she is a pretty integral swing vote throughout a lot of the post-merge. But, again, like, I don't have her win ranked too high. Now, I haven't, like, officially put her in the winner ranking, but, like, I did talk about this last stream that she's probably around, like, probably, like, above Michelle. And, like, I probably still stand by that. I think there's probably an argument for her being higher. But I think for sure she's bottom tier, either way. I think the difference between her and Michelle, though, is I do think she had a lot more agency in the end game. And didn't have to rely on competition wins at the end. Though, to be fair, also gets very lucky in other elements. Yeah, she's above Jenna. I mean, Michelle's above Jenna, right? Is she now? Actually, I don't remember. Did I change that? But either way, like, I would say she's above Jenna, probably. If I don't already have Jenna above Michelle.
The other side must be barred.
Fuck that. Again, who the fuck, like, decided to make all these locked doors in this game?
Help me with this.
I mean, like, again, like, I get why people were rooting for Erica, especially with her being, like, the first Oh, wait, why did I even have to do that? I'm a fucking idiot. Whatever. But yeah, especially with her being like the first female winner in, what, 7 seasons? Yeah, she's also the first Canadian winner. So that's something. Erica will have to pay taxes, but she'll have to pay taxes in the U.S., I believe. Like, she'll have to pay taxes to the U.S. government, but not to, the Canadian government. Because she technically made the money in the U.S., like, according to, like, U.S. tax laws, I believe. So I do believe she has to pay U.S. taxes. But Canadian, like, Canada doesn't have tax on, game show winnings. But, I mean, like, even inherently, though, Canada, like, I mean... So, like, after taxes, she'll essentially get $600,000. $600,000 in Canada does you more than in the U.S. Money, I don't know how much... What's the exchange rate right now, actually? Yeah, so 1 Canadian dollar, 78 cents. So, I mean, let's see, $600,000, essentially $770,000. I mean, that's pretty good there. Yeah, obviously, bringing that Jeff Kent line to good use. The show is filming in Fiji, but it's by an American company. And the money is coming from America. Like, the money that she's given is from an American company being given to her within, like, coming from the United States. So I'm pretty sure she'll have to pay U.S. taxes. Yeah, Erica did get votes at the Shan Tribal. Was that the only time she got votes, though? I think it is, right? What are we doing here at this point? Oh yeah, it's definitely more money than BB can. Tori's your 42 winner pick? Well, good luck with that. Oh, we did get the 42 preview. I mean, who did we see? We saw Mike, I know. Oh, is that a thing? Australian Survivor? So does that mean we're getting a premiere date, hopefully? I hope we are. So I can fucking schedule the fucking, early next year. I really hate how Australia doesn't like announce their shit until like right beforehand. Oh, so that was really weird. We got there was a Paramount Plus commercial today that they mentioned Australian Survivor, and Shawnee was on American TV. That felt really weird. Again, did they show Rockstoy? I didn't pay attention. I'm sure, like, dude, for like, how the fuck would I know? I didn't pay. Like, I barely know the cast to begin with. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in getting to know this cast once we get the bios and everything. Yeah, I would assume that's going to be. So we're done with this, right? Yeah, we are. Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be just as good of a cast though as this season. Okay, well that was something. Yeah, no SA mention, no NZ mention either, because New Zealand, I believe it's New Zealand, Thailand, and SA Immunity Island, right? They're coming to Paramount Plus. So yeah, both of those did not get any mention, but an Australian Survivor did. How the fuck do I get in here then? Yeah, I did find that pretty sketchy though. We did see someone find, we heard someone after they had found an idol, which like I don't care enough to do the analysis and figuring out who it is, but I'm pretty sure like people are going to figure it out like very soon. So that's something at least. Actually, I wonder if the phrases are the same. That'd be hilarious if the phrases are the exact same as Oh no, let's go. Whatever. Um, oh, was there one about potato? Okay, so it's not. Okay. That's disappointing. That'll be fine. That'll be just dumb, though. I love how Survivor tries to act as if, like, I'm sure on 42, they'll try to act as if, like, all the people knew what happened on 41. Because they do typically try to do that. Actually, what is... Can I look this up right now? What does Rockstroy look like? See, I do see the, yeah, Blood versus Waters trailer coming. So I'm assuming we're gonna get a premiere date. Yeah, looks like that's about it though. All right. How old is Rockstroy? Like, isn't Rockstroy supposed to be like in his 40s or something, right? How the fuck am I gonna look? I'm not even gonna bother looking this up. Why am I even bothering? I'm just wasting time there. Actually, did I even fucking use the ability points? I didn't, did I? Yeah, that's how much I'm paying attention. I mean, Dom did know the fire making was coming. Like on Ghost Island, they did tell them beforehand about the fire making twist. However, they didn't, like, obviously they didn't know exactly how it was going to work, but they did know that that Final Four immunity winner would save another person. They would go to fire, but they didn't know exactly how the format would work out. Which I'll be like, I doubt they're gonna tell them, right? For 42, like, there's no fucking way they're gonna tell. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a beware advantage, and there's gonna be an hourglass twist, which I think we're actually getting back. I think I saw, which is fucking dumb, but whatever. And Do or Die is gonna be back. All this other bullshit. Shot in the Dark. Whatever. I mean, Jeff did mention that they are gonna change some things, so I'm interested in seeing what they change. Right? Oh, I can get in here. Bring back the Edge? No, I'm good. Are there people that do love the Edge? I'm sure there's people out there, right, that do love the Edge. First time, yeah, I mean, yeah, all three winners of Survivor this year across the, fuck off with keys. Yeah, all three winners are women. Would have been nice if Haley didn't get voted out and had to come back into the game, because then we could actually get a solid winner there. But whatever, it's fine. Did Amazing Race ban alliances? I didn't hear about that. I think it's dumb if they did. Like, I get why they did, because, like, I know production's not, like wasn't a fan of it, but still, I think it's dumb. Does Edge make for good TV? Like, when did Edge make for good TV? Like, to me, it didn't make for good TV. Like, I can't even think of, like, one, like, outside of, like, Chris coming back and, like, that arc at the end. It's like, I like, inherently, I don't think it made for good TV. Like, if Chris comes back and gets second place, then I don't think it made for good TV. Ethan's log moment, was that good TV? I think that was a nice moment for Ethan, but I don't think that was necessarily good TV to me. Wow. We don't get Reem? I mean, like, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess I think the, like, pre-merge Edge on 38 was good. With her, like, arguing with Chris and, Keith being, like, whatever he was doing. But yeah, like, I do think overall, though, I don't even think the Edge was that good of TV. What am I doing here? Fuck. Fuck this game with how many collectibles there are. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, Redemption Island is kind of better than The Edge. I mean, like, I think as a game element, it is definitely better than The Edge. Like, as a game mechanic and everything. As TV, it's like, I don't know. I think it's a question. I think it's also like what you're looking for within Survivor. Like if you care about getting all these like emotional stories and personal moments and character growth, then yeah, the Edge is great. But it's like for all I personally want, then I don't. And like I don't think Redemption Island's that good of TV either, though. Outside of like the person eventually returning, and then that can shake things up. But I think just the duels and like all that sort of stuff, like it just like I don't know what it really does for TV. Yeah, I think like they got lucky in like South Pacific that Ozzy had the arc that he had. But like outside of that, and like I guess Matt Elrod too in Redemption Island. But like I think that's mostly down to luck. And like I think in like Blood vs. Water. Like obviously it's effective in Blood versus Water. I guess Blood versus Water. It's like it's weird. It's good for like the opposite reasons of why it's good on 22 and 23. Where like 22, 23, it's like it's good because like it brings us like a good character arc for like one person. Well, like on Blood vs. Water, it's good because of like all the drama it causes, because of the family members. But then, like, in the post-merge, it's fucking boring as shit, and nothing, like, actually, like, nothing of interest ends up happening there. Where, like, again, Tina comes back, but it's like, was that interesting? Especially when, like, she doesn't even make an impact in the game afterwards. But I mean, yeah, I guess inherently, I guess Redemption Island is probably better TV for what I'm looking for than Edge. It's definitely a lot more gameable. I mean, it's definitely like obviously we saw Ozzy try to game it in two different ways in South Pacific. First with like him getting voted out, and then trying like in the pre-merge and trying to come back immediately afterwards to get numbers after the merge, and then also with him just trying to win every challenge until the end. But
Must be blocked from the other side.
again, fuck this. Imagine if Tina came back and won. I mean, it almost happened, which is a travesty. Like, if Tina had come back and won in Blood vs. Water, I think there's a debate for her being worse than Chris Underwood. I don't know if it is exactly because, again, like, Chris Underwood gets taken out at the third vote of the season, comes back. Like, at least, like, Tina actually made the merge. But it's also, it's like, I feel like if she had, like, because, like, I'm assuming the way she would have done it is obviously one immunity at 4. Like, that's just, like, really bad. So. Yeah, like, I don't know, it's like her pre-merge is solid. Like, she does have a decent amount of control in the pre-merge. Mind you, a lot of that's due to, like, pre-game alliances and, like, a swap that really benefited her. And, like, she was willing to go to the end with Aris, who's someone that probably ends up beating her in a jury vote. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I did have Chris above. Yeah, so fuck it. Yeah, Tina's definitely lower. Yeah, if there was forced fire making in 27, I mean, I already did a video on this, didn't I? I don't even remember. Wait, if there's forced fire making in 27, Tyson has final immunity, probably saves Jervis, and then you have Monica and Tina against each other. So it's like, would Tina beat Monica? I don't know. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Survivor France ended with no winner because there was like a cheating scandal or something. I didn't see much beyond that, but that sounds dumb. Like, imagine if Winners at War, like, ended with no winner. Okay, that's something. Oh, yeah, in that situation, yeah, Tyson probably wouldn't he? Again, this really just shows you how much I, like, forget my own fucking videos. But yeah, I definitely think that's probably what happens. Tyson probably gives up immunity to take on Tina and probably beats her there. Especially because, like, Tyson's known to be good at fire making, and he's also, I feel like he's definitely someone that's, like, confident enough in himself to be willing to do that, especially when he knows he probably loses against Tina. You worry you got locked out of your bank account? That's not great. Is 41 better than Edge of Extinction? To me, no. But, I don't know. Like, I haven't fully done... Like, what I'm currently thinking is I think 41's a top middle tier season. Which would put it, like, around the, like, 18-ish spot, I think. I don't remember exactly where. But, like, I think it's a good season as a whole, but I like Edge of Extinction more than most people, even though the fucking editing is terrible on Edge of Extinction. But I'm trying to look at my own fucking ranking. I see my normal season ranking. There we go, international one. I just want to see where I would probably put it. But yeah, like I am higher on Edge of Extinction than most people. So like I would say 41 is worse, but like that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like I would say it's probably 41. I mean, like, Island of Secrets, is it better than Island of Secret? I mean, is it better than South Pacific, though? I feel like I enjoy South Pacific more than this season. So, like, I would say it's better, like, I don't know, but Nicaragua, Fiji, it's like, those are seasons I have a lot of nostalgia for. And I do enjoy those. So it's like, I don't know, like, it's in that ballpark, though. Like, it's around, like, the South Pacific, Nicaragua, Fiji. I would say it's probably better than Gabon for me. But also, it feels like Fiji, Nicaragua, Gabon, and South Pacific should be, like, tied together, though. Actually, why did I have Palau so high? I should have bumped Palau down. Because I do feel like this is probably a better season to me than Palau. On US rankings, like if we're doing just US rankings, like it's, yeah, I think it's around that like 18 spot that I was talking about before. Actually, I want to look at my old season ranking. I'm thinking I had Edge of Extinction lower on this, if I remember right. Is it better than Champions? Yeah, I think that's around the ballpark that I'm looking at. Yeah, so I had... Where did I have Edge of Extinction? I think I had it in the 20s, right? Yeah, I had it really low, 28. So, yeah, and this is immediately after the season. So, like, my opinion definitely went up since then. Mind you, I think it went too high when I did that. Like, I think it's around probably, like, where I would have, like, Worlds Apart and HHH. I think they're, like, kind of... which I had HHH at 19. I think I bumped it up since then, but, like... Again, like, I think probably, yeah, like, 20-ish mark. It's probably, like, right in the middle to me. Yeah, it's like, is it better than South Pacific? I don't know. Again, I really do like South Pacific. I don't know. I think it's better. Yeah, it's better than Game Changers for me, for sure. Like, that's not really a debate to me. Yeah, did I watch Survivor tonight? I don't know. I think I watched the challenge. By the way, I did watch the challenge also. That's part of the reason why I got such a late start tonight, is because I watched both the challenge and Survivor, and I finished both of those reviews. I didn't talk about this. Survivor review is ridiculously long. It was already long. Like, the script is 30 pages long. 20,000 words. Which, to give context, my longest script before this was my BB23 review, which was at 15,000 words. So this is almost a full fourth longer than that video. Or it probably will. But again, this is probably going to be around a 2-hour video, is what I'm looking at. So that's something. Even the challenge, Spice, Lies, and Allies, that review's way too long also. It's not as long, but it's at 14,000 words, which is like about 500 less than my Australian Survivor Brains vs. Brawn review. It's like, that's way too long for the challenge fucking Spies, Lies, and Allies. Like, what, it's like 3,000 words or 2,400 words more than my Double Agents review for some fucking reason. I don't even know how. Like, how the fuck do I have that much to say about Spies, Lies, and Allies? I really don't get it, but whatever. Winners at War top tier. I debate it still. Like, I think at my when I did my last season ranking, it was like at the bottom of the top tier, like at the very, very bottom. I think I'm probably higher on it now, but I still can't, like, I don't think it's like a top 10 season or anything like that. It's a season that is mostly built on nostalgia for me, where it's like the things that make it so great are like this, like seeing all the winners back and them like kind of embracing the history of the show. And then obviously, like, towards the end, you have like Tony's run. That's really interesting. And like, to be fair, like, I did just rewatch a lot of Winners at War as well, and that's kind of why I'm like bumping it a bit higher. Because like, what was it, like a few weeks ago, I rewatched the first like 4 episodes, and I also rewatched the Sophie boot, I rewatched the Kim boot, and then like I skimmed through a few episodes here and there, and obviously I watched the finale not too long ago. So like, Winners at War is pretty like top of mind for me, but like I do feel like it's higher than where I put it last time. Spies, Lies, and Allies might be my least favorite modern season. Like, I really did not like my experience. It's funny too, because like, I've been open with this. Like, obviously I pre-recorded a lot of the review. So like the intro, like by the time I made the intro, which was like, I don't know, like 5 weeks ago or so, like I was like negative on the season, but like I wasn't super negative. Like I like, my first thing is I say like, okay, I'm mixed on this season, whatever. Like by the end of it, like I'm literally like saying, fuck this season. Why is this season going on still? It's like, oh my god, Spies, Lies, and Allies. Really, I think it's gonna break me in terms of me like caring enough to continue on with the challenge. Like, I probably will for at least 38. But if 38 is like the exact same shit, then I think I might just say fuck it with challenge reviews. At least for a main show. Again, I'll still do All Stars probably, if All Stars continues. But it's like, fuck me with how long this season went on for and how boring it was for the majority of it. By the way, also in my I've continued to watch Challenge, the older seasons of the Challenge. I did finish the Gauntlet since last time I streamed. I also watched all of Inferno, and I watched the first couple episodes of Battle of the Sexes 2. So quite a bit actually. Which yeah, I liked both the Gauntlet and Inferno. I like the Inferno more than the Gauntlet, personally. I'm not entirely sure where they're going to land in the grand scheme of things, because what I'm doing right now is I'm going to rewatch every season of the Challenge moving forward. Where, like, I hadn't watched the first 9 seasons until now, and then I'm going to rewatch every season after that. And then that's when I'll do my season ranking. But, yeah, it's like, I really liked Inferno. I think it's a really, like, it's good old school season of the show. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to land in the grand scheme of things, though. Battle of Sexes 2 so far has been pretty fucking boring, though. I really, again, like, I don't love the vote out format of the challenge. Because they add no real gravitas to the vote. Where, like, if they, like, showed it properly, then it would have been a lot more interesting. Like, if they showed, like, and if the people have been playing more strategically. But, like, obviously a lot of it comes down to, oh, who did worse in the challenge? And, like, that's just not interesting. Okay, well, that's something. I'm not gonna rewatch 1 through 9, but I'm gonna, like, I'm watching them for the first time now in the process, and then I'm gonna rewatch 10 through. I don't know how far I'm gonna go, actually. I might not go all the way, but I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking rewatch Spies, Lies, and Allies. But like I might, like I need to rewatch Total Madness for sure. So like I might get up until that point. I don't know if I'll rewatch Double Agents or not. I might, like, because by that point, like, I'll be on, like, I don't know how much of Double Agents I even remember at this point, so I'll probably rewatch Double Agents. But I'm not gonna bother doing Spies, Lies, and Allies. I think I'll lose my mind. Yeah, I did see the receipts that Survivor Twitter posted. Why am I even doing this fight, by the way? I didn't even pay, like, I was simply not paying attention. Like, why am I even here? Whatever. Yeah, those were weird. Especially because, like, they only gave, like, it's hilarious. Like, Heather only had 4 things when, like, the Sean and Xander had, like, 7. And then, like, I think Erica only had, like, 6. But it's, like, really fucking weird that they decided to do that. You have Gauntlet top of the bottom tier, Inferno top middle tier. I could see that being where I land as well. Again, like I really need to recontextualize these seasons, because like from the first 8 seasons, like I can very easily rank those first seasons within themselves, but I find it tough to like really compare them to the later seasons of the show right now. So that's why I want to do all this rewatch like all at once, to be able to do that a bit better. But like as of right now, the Inferno 2 is number 1, or Inferno 1 is number 1, and then Gauntlet is number 2, and then was it Battle of the Seasons 3, I think, and then Battle of the Sexes, and then the first 4 or whatever. Well, I think Erica's a player. I think she's good, but I don't think her game on the season was particularly great. But I think she's probably like a high variance player, kind of similar to like, I don't know, probably like in the Sandra mold or whatnot, where like I feel like given any given season, like she's probably had some serious like first boot potential. But if she makes it far, then I do feel like she would do really well. Also, I feel like she's a lot more strategically sound than Sandra seems to be. Is able to execute a lot better than Sandra is. Okay. Oh, there's nothing in here? I climbed in for nothing? Fine. Where is she? Like, I would say she's probably above Vecepia for sure. Actually, let's look this up. So, what's my player ranking? Yeah, let's look this up. So, I forgot this video was a fucking hour and 27 minutes. Okay, so know though. Adam's below Vesepia. I don't know. Erica, like I feel like Erica and Adam like is like a decent comparison, but I also feel like she's probably higher than Vesepia. Again, like I think she's around the same caliber of Sandra. If Sandra, well, I mean, like, well, no, that's probably not an apt comparison. I was gonna say Sandra after Pearl Islands, but like that's not apt at all. I think Erica's better than that. But like I think like through Sandra having won twice technically and whatnot, like we have at least a greater sense of her game. But at the same time, it's like I don't know. Like she's for sure below Ethan. Like I think that's the point where like I can't move her any higher. But like, I mean, her against Denise, I don't think is like that bad of a comparison either. So it's like I don't know. I mean, she's really like all over the place. I mean, again, I think she is a very high variance player, but she's able to get a footing in the game that I think she will do very well most times. Again, the question will be like, does the jury respect her at the end? Which I don't think is always going to be the case. Is that really the phrase? Potatoes have skin, I have skin, and I am potatoes? Like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, like, I don't know. Like, Sandra. Erica could be, like, all over this, like, bottom grouping. Like, I think there's an argument for her being, like, 21. I think there's an argument for her being, like, 25. I think there's an argument for her being, like, 20, what is that, 29 or 28, whatever Adam is. So it's, like, I don't know. I don't know for sure. Yeah, it's like I feel like I would have more confidence in Denise to make it further into the game on most appearances, but I would have more faith in Erica to win the game on more appearances. So like I think that's the thing you kind of have to weigh there. Yeah, like I think it's kind of a tough placement there. I think if we were to see Erica play again, though, I feel like it would be a lot easier to assess there. But I don't think we're seeing Erica play again. I'll be pretty surprised if they bring Erica back. Yeah, we did see Rockstroy. I still haven't paid attention to the trailer to actually see him, but I've heard. Oh, fuck off of this.
Need to get on the other side.
I really hate this game. I don't know why the fuck I'm playing this game. Has anyone cracked the non-winning one-time player list? If I were to guess, I would say no, but let's look at the list. Actually, I don't know. Because what Hayden is number 10, right? Like non-winning one-time player. So like, I feel like Ricard is better than Hayden. Okay. I'm watching an ad on my own video. That's lovely, obviously. There we go. Oh, or not. Fuck, I hate how YouTube does that now. They have two ads. There we go. Oh my god, I'm still using the low-res images in this video. Okay, who do I have? So I have... Yeah, Hayden at 10. Victoria at 9. I had Victoria on the list? I did not remember that. Lauren Beck at 8. Like, I think Ricard's in that, like, Lauren spot. Like, I think he's, like, around that spot. So, like, I think he probably makes the cut. Then, like, Shan... I don't know if Shan makes it right now. like we were just like she gets taken out like too far away from the end to me, for her to end up making the list. Like she probably would have been like an honorable mention if I were to remake the video right now. And I think like the Sean and Danny could have been honorable mentions. Maybe a Xander. I don't know if Xander would have made it. But either way, it's like there definitely would be people to mention there. But I feel like the only one I would feel confident enough that would make the top 10 is Ricard as a player. I will say also, like my opinion of Ricard as a player did go up through his finale. In the sense that we did see him have a lot more personal connections with these people he made it far with. Because, like, that was kind of my criticism of his game at the time of the merge, is that, like, he just didn't seem to bond with the people that were on his original Uwa tribe. However, like, it seems very clear that, like, he was actually close to, like, Erica and to Xander. And, like, even Deshaun, like, he seemed to have some relationship with. So it's like, I feel like my estimations of him socially have gone up. Rockstroy just goes by Roy. Well, that's kind of underwhelming. We're not going to be able to say Rockstroy like a billion times? Or is it Roxroy? It's Roxroy, isn't it? There's no T. Whatever. Either way. I mean, to be fair, it makes more sense if he goes by Roy. Thought he might go by Rocky. That would be funny. And what was Rocky's real name? It was like James Reed or something like that, right? Rocky from, I'm talking about from Fiji. I love it, like, I'm really just doing nothing in this game at this point, but whatever. Have I tried chilies before there? No, I haven't. Either way, no. What are my thoughts on Tony going in the Winners at War as a player? Like, he would have been around where like Brian Heidick and Richard Hatch and that sort of stuff if he hadn't won Winners at War, or if he if he hadn't done well in Winners at War. Like, I was not high on Tony as a player coming into Winners at War. I love Tony. Tony's like still my favorite character in the history of the show. I don't know why I just did that. That was a waste. But as a player, it's like he felt very inconsistent. Like someone that like had like a bit of a But again, he did in Winners at War, again against the toughest field of competitors you can probably ever have. So oh, I could have just walked in. I'm a fucking idiot. Are you not gonna climb? Okay, well that's lovely. Yeah, that's cool. Wonder if High will be in the new Yule. I'm sure that's what the producers want. That seems to be their thing, is that they cast a like younger, like in shape Asian guy, and then try to make them the new Yule. Yeah, this season does break the complex tribe theory. By the way, I'm doing a video on the complex tribe theory, which I've mentioned before, but I may or may not have recorded it. I may or may not have recorded it with me not 100% knowing if the video would even make sense, because it's under context of 41 not having like not following through with the theory, which again, like, I felt pretty confident it was going to, but that would have been hilarious though if like Xander ended up winning and like the entire video doesn't make as much sense anymore of like why I'm doing it, but whatever. Again, it worked out, it's fine. Yeah, so that will be in January, hopefully. The plan is for that to be the next Survivor video after my Merge Boot ranking. Is for the history of the complex tribe theory. But yeah, I always wanted to do more Edgic videos like that. I just never got around to it, but like this felt like a good excuse to do it. Yeah, Complex Tribe Theory is not like so. Essentially, what the video is me going through every single season of the show and talking about whether or not I think the Complex Tribe Theory works on those seasons. And it's like it does work, but it's like I feel like there are points where like you're kind of forcing it to work. Like it does. I mean, like, it works on most seasons. Like obviously, it doesn't work on every season. Like, but like in terms of modern seasons, like especially like post season 30. It works in pretty much every season but Game Changers. But it's also like there are definitely points where like 3 tribe seasons in particular, like where you're kind of forcing it to work. Where like I think like HHH is an example. Actually, probably that's not the best example though. But I think like actually I don't know. I guess most 3 tribe seasons actually works out probably in favor of it. Now I think about it. I think like Philippines is kind of an example where like it works, but like kind of like it kind of works because like it's forced to work in Philippines with Matt Singh being the complex tribe, where it's like, is it? Like I guess just because like that's the tribe that got like so much focus, and then like the 2 people, like you can clearly tell that like Denise and Malcolm are being set up for future storylines, but it's like also it's like it's just like kind of like not really. No, for me the complex tribe on HHH is the heroes, but it's like for me, but it's like it's not by much, and that's like kind of one of the more questionable recent ones where with the heroes the main difference for me between the heroes and the hustlers is the heroes get a lot more unnecessary complex content. And also, with that unnecessary complex content, you're also being set up the Ben and Chrissy relationship, which is very, like, you can clearly tell is being set up as a very important one for later down the road. While on Healers, you can, and Hustlers, you can see that the Ryan and Devin relationship is being set up in a similar way. However, the big difference there is that Devin isn't given as much complexity early on as Ben and Chrissy are, who are both given very complex edits right off the bat, where Devin is kind of a non-factor early on. So like for me, that's the thing that caused like heroes to be the more complex tribe, but like it's not by much. Like like I think you can make the argument it's hustlers still. But I would say that heroes are the complex tribe. But yeah, like Game Changers, it doesn't work at all. But also, the Game Changers is kind of a weird season because like there were a lot, like all of the main pre-merge characters were on Mana. So like it made sense why Nuku didn't get as much content or get as much complexity. But also, by the way, I also like accidentally kept on saying like more content in the video, which is disturbing me. But I'm not going to bother re-recording it. He's like, what I mean by more content is more complex content. I don't mean actually more content, but whatever. But also, like, that's a weird season where, like, you swap after episode... Well, really, in technically episode 2. But you swap, like, after only 2 rounds. So, like, there isn't much time to really give people. And, like, the same thing happens in Cambodia, where, like, I don't think Bayon's necessarily the complex tribe there. And then I think in Ghost Island, I would lean towards Navidi being the complex tribe still there. But, like, it's also, like... I think there's some haziness just due to the fact that like there's not much time to really give to any of the tribes. Yeah, like David vs. Goliath, and that's also the thing with David vs. Goliath too, is that like I think the complex tribe was always going to be the David's tribe because they just inherently have this storyline of being the underdogs that will always get set up with the David vs. Goliath season. And like I don't even think the Goliaths were necessarily like uncomplex either. So it's like again like it works on that season, but like it kind of works because it has to. So like I don't like I think the complex tribe theory kind of gets like blown up a bit more than what it should in terms of its effectiveness on seasons, but like it technically is effective on most seasons. Like obviously this season doesn't work. Like Yasuo was the complex tribe to me, and even if it wasn't, the other one to debate would be Uwa, and Uwa definitely was not did not produce the winner either. So it's like and like I didn't think Uwa was the complex tribe anyway, but. Still, it's like it did not work this season. But yeah, like I mean, it does work. 40, it kind of work. Like it works. But like I think you like it's a lot more subtle in 40 though. 39 it works. 38 definitely works just because who the fuck are comma? Like it's one of these like 38 is one of these situations where like like mana is portrayed very negatively, but it's like at least they're like complex. Or like I think that like more so shows you that you don't necessarily need to be portrayed positively to still be the complex tribe, because it's like yeah. And like it's weird that like obviously mana fuck me whatever the tribe it's called blue tribe is portrayed or is given so much more complexity, yet the winner from that season comes from one of the least complex people on the tribe, which is funny, but whatever. And then yeah, 37 it works, 36 again works, 35 again it kind of works, 34 doesn't, 33 it definitely works. 33 is a pretty big example of it working. 32 is it works, but it's also like one of these like in 3 tribe seasons are kind of tough to associate with complex tribe theory, because it's like it's more so you trying to eliminate one tribe and then like kind of trying to figure it out from there. Again, and that still doesn't work for 41, but 32 is like kind of an example of like Gundal just like gets complexity despite the fact that they like aren't that important. Now, again, I don't think Bayon necessarily works. Eskameka, I think you can debate on. Hunapu's definitely the more complex tribe. But either way, it's like it's definitely it's not 100%. Is that really her name's Nally Tiffin now? Either way, she has like nothing on her Instagram account. Either way, Netflix MCU characters in Hawkeye now. Oh, that's cool. I don't know when I'll watch it. Oh, by the way, I have seen spoilers for No Way Home. Not gonna say them, obviously, but interesting. Not unexpected, but interesting. What tribe name for next season? I have no fucking clue. I can barely fucking name the people on the cast, let alone the tribe fucking names. Well, I think it's the best newbie season outside David vs. Goliath and Kagian. What do I have on my season ranking? I think it's Pearl Islands. But I always feel like I should have Pearl Islands lower than what I do. But like, I don't know. Like it probably is Pearl Islands still. Who's a transgender person? From what I understand, it's Jackson, right? That's their name? But, not 100%. Oh, yeah, I do remember. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's for sure Jackson, because I remember now that we talked about this in a previous stream. Because Jackson was I made the dumb joke of comparing the Jackson Mickey. Either way, oh yeah, it's Ika. Yeah, we did talk about Ika, didn't we? Because Ika, it's just Ika Pula but shorter. Yeah, they're really running out of fucking tribe names. Like, what the fuck am I doing in this game at this point? Can you fast travel when you're in a restricted area? You can? Interesting. I wish you could replay missions in this game. But, I mean, it's Assassin's Creed. Modern Assassin's Creed. So they don't let you. They're here to Caitlyn Jenner's room to be on Celebrity Big Brother 3. That's not that surprising. I don't know if I, like, want it. But it wouldn't be that surprising if she was. Wasn't Scott Disick, like, rumored? Wasn't that a thing? They should name after famous Fijians. Are there that many famous... How many famous Fijians are there, though? Yeah, like, how many... Like, I feel like they should probably go outside of Fiji for their names pretty soon. If they're just going to continue, like, getting very similar names for tribes. But whatever. Where am I? Oh, I went to London. I didn't mean to go to London. Yeah, I meant to go, the Ravensthorpe. Whatever. We'll go to London. Actually, I already completed London, though, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I thought I did. Well, I don't know. What do I want to do here? Oh, yeah, I'm definitely, yeah. We need to go to Survivor UK names. Yeah, North Island, South Island, West Island, like, East Island. Why not? Yeah, name the merged tribe Columbus. I mean, that's the best way to do it. It is ridiculous, though. They literally just named their tribe North Island, South Island. Can I, no? It won't let me climb? Thank you. There we go. Yeah, America. Yeah, why not? Actually, why not just name the tribe America? Like, name a starting tribe America. Why not? Actually, wouldn't that be funny if they just, like, named the starting tribes the same name as, merged tribes?
A message in a bottle.
Oh, come on, Bryce. Don't ask stuff like that.
Wise. Hid a necklace in a cow's stomach. Guess you'll have to go fishing for the rest of the treasure.
Yeah, no bag, too. Wait, what am I
A
doing?
message in a bottle.
Oh, this fucking mission. Okay, I remember this now.
Wise.
That's why I didn't
Hid
complete
a
this.
necklace in a cow's
I think this mission
stomach.
glitched out of me, and then I just said, fuck it.
Guess you'll have.
Yeah, I'm not bothering. I don't know. I'm kind of already bored of just, like, random exploits. I have the fucking DLCs, and I still haven't played them. But I don't know if I'm ever going to bother. I know you're curious, but you don't need to know. I think you're probably better off not knowing. Crazy how Erica doesn't win if Nasir doesn't suddenly beat stuff from the one immunity challenge. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Erica is very lucky. Again, there's so many points in the game where like a slightly different thing happens, and it's like an easy, like it's like close. What the fuck am I trying to say? Whatever. It's like very easy, like to see a situation where she doesn't win the game. I don't know why I'm bothered. Why am I talking to Hytham?
When you eliminate any member of the Order of Ancients, bring their medallion to me. It will help to keep a tally of how many still live.
Yeah, why even bother? Like, at this point, like, why even bother giving tribes names? Like, why not just go red tribe, blue tribe, green tribe? I mean, you can do that for every winner, but like, there's so many. Like, I think with Erica, it's like it's so blatant. These things that like are like very clear cut that were like out of her control, that were more so like, again, like it's a lot of points. Like, I'm gonna have to fucking repeat it again tomorrow when I record the review. I'm actually gonna have to repeat it again when I do the fucking player ranking. When I fucking list out a billion fucking points of how lucky she got in the game. What is this? Oh, feast. I forgot feast were a thing. Fuck it, let's do a feast. Why not? That'll be fine too. Yeah, like name the tribes that the sponsors. Yeah, you gotta love the Applebee's tribe. Does Erica go home? She doesn't smash the hourglass? Yes. And that's been confirmed by a lot of the jury members in their exit interviews. Money part of that could be them trying to like play up to like, oh, she would have won if she didn't do this. But it's like, I feel like that's probably more genuine. Considering we've heard it from like, I think we heard it from Tiffany, we heard it from Evie. And I forgot, I feel like there was another exit interview that mentioned a similar thing. But I don't know for sure. Probably Nasir probably mentioned it at some point. I know Nasir was like very like anti-Erica in his exit interviews, which is why I am more inclined to think that it was Nasir that voted for Deshawn. Though again, like, we don't have confirmation yet. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, should I just I don't know. What is this? Oh, I never did do... Yeah, I think this is where I got pissed off and just said, fuck all these, like, random things. All these, side activities. Is, like, in this part of the world. Where, like, initially I was trying to do them all, and then I was like... When I got to this point, it's like, fuck that. Now, what is this? Like, it's so weird. Like, sometimes I feel like wanting to replay this game, but then like I kind of realize like, no, I really don't. They should do a schoolyard pick. I mean, from what I understand, production just doesn't like schoolyard picks because they kind of gotten screwed over almost every time they've done it. Because they didn't like how it turned out in Thailand. They didn't like how it turned out in Gabon. Like, I feel like in general they're not in love with schoolyard picks for tribes. They should do 4 tribe season again. It would be funny, but they're not going to do it. It is hilarious, though. They actually did Panama, 4 tribes of 4 people on each tribe. It's like, what the fuck was that? Like, that was such a weird way to start the season. But, like, Big Brother is a very different game than Survivor. And also, it's not like with Big Brother, it's not like only the 4 people in each team were eligible to be eliminated. It was more so like one team got immunity, and then you had the pick of the litter from the remaining 3 teams. And also, I think just in general, having, again, like, smaller groups to me is... Smaller starting tribes, I should say. Is not ideal to me. So is it down here? As I feel like it just limits, especially if they're going to be taking people's votes away and all that stuff. I think it really just limits the possibilities for every vote and limits people's options in terms of people getting out of sticky situations. Oh yeah, the very old Suri, who was like 32, right? In or like, wasn't Melinda like younger than Bob Dog or something like that? Yeah, she was on the old tribe and Bob Dog was on the young tribe. That was just really dumb. I don't think production's like super bothered by like having tribes on uneven genders. I feel like they would be bothered with like a cast of uneven genders at this point, but like I don't think they're gonna like because like we had what was it? Was it? It must have been Edge of Extinction, right? 18-person season, 9 people on each tribe. So like, and that was like very recently. So it's like I don't feel like that's a thing that they're like too bothered by having like uneven gender numbers, but again, they're still not doing 4 tribes of 5 though. Yeah, like if you're on like a 10-person tribe or something, then like taking away a vote, like that's whatever. But when you're on like a 6-person tribe or less, like that's where it starts to get ridiculous. I'm particularly at the point where like where we were at the 3 of Genie, Shan, and Ricard, and if Nasir hadn't found the idol, then like Shan would have been without a vote at that one tribal there. And that's just ridiculous.
I think so too. Ada, with you. Watch my lead.
Okay. No. Beware Idol. Like, the Beware Idol is like, I think it's a fun TV thing, but I hate it as a game mechanic. Actually, you know what? Something I want to do, let's start a new game. Like, I'm kind of bored just like roaming the open world at this point. But I kind of would like to see the opening of this game on PS5. And to be fair, again, I probably will replay this at some point, and we'll see it again at that point, whenever that is, but I kind of do want to... Wait, why is my save not here? Oh, is it because of... Okay, it's fine. I have 99 hours on this save. It's like, fuck me. You want every season to have 6 to 9 idols? I mean, like, I've always been a proponent of, like, I think it would be fun if we just started a season where everyone had an idol. And to be fair, that's kind of what Shot in the Dark kind of is. But, like, I think it would be fun if they ever did that. Like, again, not every season, obviously, like, that'll be ridiculous. But, like, I think, like, one season, test it out. Like, every single person having an idol at the start of the game. I think it would be a clusterfuck, but it would be a hilarious clusterfuck. Okay, let's start new game. It doesn't matter. Actually, let's go with this. I haven't done it before. Should I do Nightmare? Fuck it, let's do that too. Why not? Yeah, Master Assassin. This will work out perfectly, I'm sure. Yeah, the Shot in the Dark, the odds are pretty small. But again, like, I don't think they actually want Shot in the Dark to be super effective. Like, I don't know, like, I think it's more so, like, the threat of it that they're more interested in. Where, like, I don't think they're, like, hoping that it's effective every time it's used. Yeah, I do like the Shot in the Dark. Because again, it's a mostly inoffensive twist, and it's one that just like it benefits the minority, and also it's one that obviously incentivizes blind sides. Yeah, it's pretty much the only twist, like one of the few twists from the season that I did like. I don't even. Is there another twist I like from the season? I really don't remember.
And from this screen came the
I mean, the thing that, like, again, like, it's iffy on small tribes. That's the one thing that's, like, kind of questionable, is because, like, it is taking away your vote. So it's like, actually, that's even more questionable, where, like, what happened in, what would have happened at that 3-person tribal if Shan obviously doesn't have, if she didn't have a vote due to the Beware advantage, Genie and both Genie and Ricard used their shot in the dark. Like that would have been a clusterfuck.
There you are.
By the way, I love how like this is so dumb because like young Eivor, they're making it so that like you don't know if it's a boy or a girl because like you haven't made the choice yet. It's so fucking dumb. But like the island twist in terms of like ship wheel island, whatever we're gonna call it, it's like fine. Like it's a inoffensive island twist. But what I don't like about it is how much time it hogged up on the show. Where like I suspect that's a major reason why we didn't see as much of Luvu.
Oh, there you are, my little dringer. Go. So, you see how King?
That's definitely not the voice actor of Male A4. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it'd still be interesting though to see everyone having an idol at the beginning of the game, but like don't replenish the idol after that. Again, I think it'd be fun. Try it out one time. Like, you know, it'll be a disaster, but still. Oh, new island at Final 5. Okay, I mean, that's dumb. Like, it's like, why? Like, did they really, like, put them on a new island just so they can do the game within the game thing? Which, by the way, if you don't know, the clue that was, that they were given is the solution to the game within the game. So essentially what they're doing, why it's the game within the game, is because the players in the game also had to unscramble the words to figure out the solution.
So nice having all of these hearty folk in our home.
So yeah, I mean that, yay. I mean they made that connect. Cool. That's so fucking dumb though.
Oh, no drink in your fist? Come on, I'll find you
I
something.
can't. I have a tribute for your father.
Actually, I just want to see something. I'm on 60. Yeah, I'm on 60. Why does this look so fucking weird? Whatever.
Oh, what a piece. That must be worth 2 sturdy longships. Give it here. I'll pass it on.
If Luvu went to tribal first, I feel like probably Nasir possibly could have been the first boot. Not 100% sure. Because Erica didn't become a target until, like, supposedly what happened, that wasn't on the show, but, like, we've done this in exit interviews, was that, so what really happened is that Deshawn actually went to Erica first to target Sydney. I think this is, like, in the second round of the game, that the plan was to actually take out Sydney, but Erica was not on board with it right away. And like what we see in episode 4, where Erica goes up to Deshawn to target Sydney, that was actually her now having made a decision and now thinking that Deshawn would be on board because he approached her earlier, but now him being sketched out by her not saying yes to it to begin with, and because that he wanted to target her. So like essentially like Erica didn't really become the target until like round 2 or 3. And supposedly the initial core was Danny, Deshawn, Sydney, Erica. And that's why Sydney is like so surprised that Erica would come after her in episode 4.
You have a gift to deliver.
So, yeah. I suspect probably Nasir or Heather are probably the first boot if they go to that first tribal, but not 100%. Again, Danny, from what I've seen, Danny has not confirmed that he was the vote. Which is like, again, like people are like taking it as like, oh, for sure Danny voted for Deshawn because like the wiki has it, which is like, again, like, I feel like that's not super reliable, especially like immediately after, like, where are they getting this information from? Like, there's literally nothing that says Danny actually voted for Deshawn.
In friendship and love.
So again, like I think it's very likely that Nasir was the Deshawn vote, but we just don't know yet. Like until like Danny confirms it, or Nasir, or any of them confirm it on X interviews or anything.
Hearken well in Hall of Kings. On ocean
So I just want to
sea,
check the
powers
Survivor
gain
Reddit real quick.
wings.
See if there's anything there. I like the fire making challenge. Like, I thought it was good TV. Again, I still hate forced fire making, but like it was good TV.
The brave men slain Valkyria waits. Rewards for strain to Valhalla takes. And horns resound the mighty horn.
Is that a rumor now that Persona 4 Golden is going to be a pre-order bonus for the Ultra Mix, Arena Ultra Mix, or Ultra Max, whatever it's fucking called. I guess that's a rumor right now.
Not you, Ava. Not just yet.
Yeah, I'm looking at Survivor Reddit right now. Okay, so I guess someone is saying that it was Danny that voted for Deshaun based on the handwriting. So I guess that's the proof that we have at this point, is the handwriting. But like again, it's not actually confirmed, but
It is foretold. The curtains are raised. Nothing is true until it is
kind of weird.
branches of Yggdrasil.
Like, I mean, not weird that Danny would vote for. Not weird that Danny would vote for Deshaun, but more so like that Nasir didn't vote for Deshaun. Considering Nasir seemed to be pretty anti-Erica in his exit interview. Yeah, it did seem to me that like Danny was like very complimentary of Erica's game, while Nasir didn't really say anything, and then was also very negative at the exit interview. So it would have made more sense. Oh, here we got the picture of Rocksoy. Oh, there we go. Looks like a lovely guy. That's something. Yeah, when in doubt, look at Survivor Reddit for dumb things I couldn't find anywhere else.
Let's end this bloodshed.
Speed to Valhalla. Sigurd! Take the horse!
All right, wait here.
Do I like safety without power? I think it's fine. It's a well-balanced advantage. It's not like I'm not like dying to see it back, but it's not like a terrible one. So whatever. Still really shocked that Heather was in Final 3. I didn't feel like I never felt like Heather was gonna make Final 3, based on the edit at least. Again, game logic wise, it made sense, but I did feel like the Erica, Deshaun, Xander Final 3 made a lot more sense there. Oh, I think Erica winning. Fine. Again, like from an Edgic standpoint, again, like I have been saying it for a while. From a game standpoint, it's like I'm not like. I don't think it's that egregious. Like, I get why she won. Especially over Deshaun and Xander. But I'm also, like, again, like, I'm not, like, super high on her game. I mean, she pretty much, like, spends, what, like, pretty much up until the Shan boots? Let's look up a voting chart. Is it the Shan boot? Let's open up. There we go. Yeah, up until the Shan boot. Like, she's pretty much spends the entire game up till Shambu in a position where she probably goes home. She doesn't have any sort of immunity outside of the Tiffany vote. Like, because, like, she, again, like, if Luva goes to tribal in the last few rounds there, she probably goes home. She probably goes home without the hourglass twist at the merge. She, again, legitimately gets through the Tiffany vote, but didn't really seem to have much of an impact on that vote. And then, like, Nasir vote, she's at least in danger if she doesn't win immunity. I don't think she actually goes home. But, like, she's definitely in danger there. Like, I mean, and if Shan really wanted to force Ricard's hand, like, she could have gotten it, especially with the extra vote. And then, yeah, I mean, like, from the Shan boot on, like, she plays well. Again, she's part of the Shan boot. Liana boot, it's like she doesn't flip, but I don't think she should have flipped. Got rid of Danny over to Sean, which was beneficial for her. Gets rid of Ricard. Though, again, like, her getting rid of the card. Should I do male Eivor? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're gonna play female Eivor if we do. Yeah, let's do male Eivor. Why not?
Alright, I'll lock it in and push ahead to a time where these.
Oh, I did do male Eivor. I was thinking I haven't played a male Eivor playthrough, but now I think about it, I have. Forgot about that. I did do the replay. Whatever.
How long have you been chasing me, Wolf-Kissed? 17 winters?
Actually, I forgot that. Yeah, it's so weird that 3 of the final 4 were Lufu members. It's so weird.
Do I warm your loins? You remember this? Your father's axe. The weapon of a coward. The scorn.
Yeah, Xander and Deshaun had terrible final trial performances.
Few things would please me more.
Like, they would be relatively low on my losing final trial performance. I mean, to be fair, like, most losing final trial performances are bad. But, like, they wouldn't be in the good tier. Like, to be fair, like, Xander would actually probably be higher than Deshaun, for me personally, though. But again, they're both pretty bad.
Kill the rest of his crew. Make them suffer. Eivor Wolf-Kissed is no more. That name is dead to this world.
I think that Nasir, getting rid of Nasir was a good move for Erica. She had no working relationship with Nasir. Nasir said that in exit interviews that they never talked. And also Nasir was someone that was extremely close to Shan, and someone that probably would have worked with Shan moving forward. So.
And I take your eyes, you hear me?
Yeah, to me, I think Erica 100% should have gotten rid of Nasir.
Wind's blowing from the south.
We can tack north, then cut west. Now, what did I just tell you?
I played this game a lot for a game I didn't like. Yeah, I mean, I did like the game on my first playthrough. The problem is when you replay it, you realize. Like, the thing that's good about this game is, like, the mystery it sets up. And, like, that's what makes a lot of the game tolerable, because the majority of the game is filler. And, like, the first time you're playing it, you're okay with the filler, because, like, you're thinking, like, oh, we gotta know what's going on here. Like, what is the modern day leading up to? What are all these, anomalies leading up to? And, like, all this stuff. And it's like, that's like the intrigue the first time you play it, but then when you replay it, you just realize that the majority of the game is fucking filler and side content they're forcing you to play. And yeah, it's like, and I've only played this game twice. Like, this is only the 3rd time I'm playing this section, and I'm not gonna play. Like, I'm not doing a full playthrough. This is just me wasting time. I probably will replay it at some point down the road, but not soon. I did want to, like, I actually, I kind of thought about doing a updated Assassin's Creed series ranking, because I really want to, and my opinions are very different from what they were when I did my last one, which was, like, what, almost 3 years ago now? like 2.5 years ago, I guess. But it's like, also, when the fuck am I finding the time to put that on the schedule? Where's Erica rank in the 41 player list? I'm still not 100% locked in on that. Maybe, like, I don't know who's number one. Like, I don't know how, like I'm obviously leaning Ricard, but I'm not, like, 100% locked in on it. And then, like, I think you got Ricard, Danny, Deshawn, Shan, Erica, who are all, like, the top 5 for me. The question is, like, again, like, how do I order them there? And I have an idea of where I want to go, but I'm not locked in at all. I feel like Erica got fucked by them changing the editing styles. I don't think so at all. I don't think they changed the editing style. Like, I've said this for a while. Like, to me, like, Erica has gotten not that different of a, like, female winner edit than we've gotten in the past. I think really it's the opposite, where, like, I think people expected them to change the winner edit for women, but they just didn't. Where it's like, yes, Erica, like, gets a relatively quiet pre-merge, but it's like, she's still, like, the main focus of the Luvu tribe's content. Whether she's, like, directly, like, an influence there, it's like she's, like, the one that they're talking about throughout a lot of their content. Like, she gets a, like, solid enough, like, for me, it's like her pre-merge is, like, not great, but it's like, it's good enough to still have her in winner contention. And then, like, her post-merge is, like, particularly, like, Shan Boot On is very strong. And, like, typically with winner edits for women in the past, it's like they've never had super prominent pre-merges. Like, even Kim, who is the most dominant winner in the history of the show, even, like, Kim didn't get that prominent of an edit until the merge. So it's like, I don't feel like this was that abnormal of a female winner edit, outside the fact that, like, we didn't get that many established relationships. Where, like, again, I do think the one big question mark for me is, like, why didn't they show the Heather relationship earlier? However, like, to say that she had no relationships is also, I think, not correct, because, like, again, they very much focused on her relationship with Deshawn. And, like, I do think that was, like, the major storyline of the season. That was her major relationship that the edit wanted you to know, was her relationship with Deshawn. Which got set up all the way in the premiere. Not necessarily a working relationship, but a rivalry to a degree. Where right in the premiere, she's wary of Deshawn looking for an idol.
Save that for later.
And talks about him being dangerous and stuff. And then by episode 4, it's again her talking to Deshawn. And then it's Deshawn setting her up as a massive threat in the game. And again, episode 5 is about them wanting to take out Erica. And it's Danny and Deshawn and Nasir talking about taking her out. And by the, again, merge, obviously she gets a lot of content with the Hourglass twist. And then gets her personal content there. What the fuck is going on with the camera?
You old hound.
And, like, the entire time also she's getting this content, like, when she is shown, she is talking about being a lion in lion in lamb's clothing. I don't know why she used lamb, but whatever. And wanting to turn from a lamb into a lion, like, all this bullshit. Like, her story is there. Like, I just think people, like, weren't paying attention to it. Because they just assumed that she wasn't going to win because of how, like, small her edit was in the pre-merge. But, like, when you, again, I rewatch, like, that's to the point where, like, after the, Evie boot, I rewatched the premiere. And when you rewatch the premiere, like, you can see them setting up that story. Like, Erica's, I forgot if it's her confession. Is it her first confessional? Like, the one that they skipped through? Or is it...
His corpse will not have need of it.
I don't remember either way. But like they set herself up as someone that like is going to lay back at first and then come out at the end. And then you have the Lamb into a Lion confessional in episode 4. It's like again, like it's there. Yeah, Poverty only had 16 confessionals in Micronesia. Yeah, but I think it is different though than Erica, where like Poverty, despite Poverty having so few confessionals, she was still shown to have like the Amanda and Suri relationship. We saw her build the alliance with Alexis and Natalie at the swap. We knew her rivalry with Eliza. Like to me, it's like Poverty still got so much more like complexity than Erica. So I do think it's that's a bit different. It is funny though, like how like despite Poverty being like one of the like biggest streamers, or big streamer. Fuck, I saw streaming in the thing. One of the biggest players in Survivor history. It's like she doesn't get that many confessionals typically. Where again, like Micronesia, she is like. She only gets like what 32 confessionals, I think, in Micronesia, which is like very much on the lower end of confessionals for a winner. She is the second most confessional getter in Heroes vs. Villains, but that's because like so many people in the pre-merge get a lot of content, and like by the time we're at the merge, like you're left with a lot of people that didn't get as much content. What time am I streaming still? Realistically, probably not that much longer. Probably like another 30-ish minutes. I'm still not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not. I can, I just don't know if I really want to. Especially because I still have to, at some point, find time to edit the 41 review. And player ranking. Is next season's challenge confirmed to be spy theme? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I was surprised that we didn't get any sort of like setup for next season. I mean, I guess technically they could do it during the reunion show, right? But like, didn't they do that last season at the Double Agents? Like they like pretty much confirmed that next season was going to be spy themed as well. But yeah, we didn't get that this season, so I don't know, it'll be interesting. What the fuck? Hit him. Yeah, they showed like this weird scene of like TJ like calling for agents or something dumb like that, right? How do I get in? Oh, it's at the top, isn't it? Yeah, today was the finale of Spies, Lies, and Allies. Next week's the reunion, though. I don't know if they're doing the 2-part reunion again or not. I assume they are because they always do. Or they have recently. Which is fucking dumb, by the way, but whatever. How I have fresh meat in top tier? Again, like it's my first season. I don't know, like, it's probably still top tier realistically. Like I think I had it bottom top tier, right? But I still probably have it there as of right now. Yeah, we'll see on the rewatch. It's so weird too, looking back on it. Like it's so weird to me how young all these challenge people are. When like I'm watching like Coral, and like I'm thinking Coral's like 30 or something, but she's like 20, like 25, like 20 or something like that. Like the Miz is fucking like 21, like and what, Battle of the Seasons or something like that. It's like it's so weird how young these people are. And it's like it's weird looking back on it too, when like looking at Fresh Meat being my first season. Like I thought like the people that were Fresh Meat, or that were the vets on Fresh Meat, were like in their 30s or so, when like a lot of them were like mid 20s, early 20s. And it's so fucking weird. Like it's so weird to me that like Tina was only like 25 in Fresh Meat. Like I always thought like Tina was like 35. It's like, how the fuck was Tina only 25 at that time? Aren't we on the hardest difficulty? I just forgot about that until now. That did not feel difficult at all. It's so weird too. Like Kenny was only 22 during Fresh Meat 1.
Father, you should have held on to this until the bitter end.
If I give my life, you spare my clan.
Yeah, like how old was Darrell? I feel like Darrell was probably like super young too, right?
Kill them all!
Let's look this up. The challenge. It was what, 2000? It's 2006, right? So he was 27 during Fresh Meat. That's kind of insane too. I have no memory of this. Yeah, I think Darrell's definitely overrated in the grand scheme of things. Like I think like the like stat of him like having 4 wins in a row or whatever. Like I think that stat is like very overrated for Darrell.
What?
Again, like 3 of them were team wins, and the other one is Fresh Meat, where it's like he does well in Fresh Meat, but it's like it's not like an overly impressive performance. How many diverse people on 42? Actually, I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, like what is the what's the diversity? Like obviously, I'm assuming it's at least 50%. Oh, I didn't see that. That Jeff did an interview with Dalton Ross on 42. Yeah, let's see. Well, we got the official logo, which obviously was already leaked, but we got official one, whatever. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, is it a fucking video interview? Oh, that's bullshit. Or is it? Wait, let's see. Yeah, I think it's a video interview. Whatever. Do I give Landon credit for his Inferno 2 win? Not particularly. Again, like I just think team wins in general are not that impressive.
What happened to you then?
Yeah, I think most. Yeah, I mean, in reality, most of like the big names in the challenge are probably overrated. Like I've always thought West was overrated, even from like the offset. Like literally my first like. By the way, I did rewatch my first challenge video, which is kind of funny in retrospect. Because obviously like that was me after everyone watched seasons 10 through 13, and like now having watched pretty much every season outside of Battle of the Sexes 2, which I'm even watching. I have already watched 2 episodes of. It is really funny. To rewatch that video. Yeah, Coral's not like, I mean, Fresh Meat, like she does very well in Fresh Meat, right? Because like she's teamed up with Evan and like they win like all but one of the dailies they participate in. But like before that, like she's not a good competitor at all. Like she's very good. Like I don't know what you would really call it. Like I don't know if you would call it social. I mean, I know people call it like politically in the challenge world, but it's like I don't know what it is about Coral that, because like I already know the results about the Sexes 2, where like I know she makes this to the end there too, which like that's insane to me. She makes it to the end of Battle of Sexes 2, where you have like how many you have what, like 15 eliminations until the final there, and like she somehow makes it to the end there. Yeah, like I guess she's just good at intimidation, I guess. I don't know. Like people are just scared of her, I guess. I don't know. It's like it's really weird that she's like she makes 3 finals in a row. And she also wins Battle of the Seasons. Like she's really only had like 1 bad season in Gauntlet 3, and like that was like mostly due to the fact that like most people that like she was like one of the few old school people on cast of mostly new people. We want Johnny to go on a non-challenge, so. I mean, I would not be surprised if Johnny Bananas is on Celebrity Big Brother. To me, that just makes sense. But obviously, like, you know, who knows? But I definitely feel like he should be in the casting pool at least. God damn it! Whatever. Oh yeah, they changed the coloring of the 42 logo. I did see that. Yeah, 42 logo is just kind of weird. Like, it's weird that there's like the two mazes or whatever they are, and then yeah, lock and a key. And what the fuck is this? This looks weird. Oh fuck, there's that many left. I think in retrospect, I probably should have done the Cassandra mission in this stream. I'm not going to at this point, fuck that, but I probably should have.
No way out, rat! Zach, grab your oars. The whale road leads us home.
I think, like CT, I believe there's already an interview with CT where he said that he is taking a break. So, would not be a surprise if he's not on next season. Yeah, it feels weird though. Like, what are they, like by the time, he's already, how old is CT? He's like 42 or something, right? So it's like, if he's taking a break, I mean, I guess to be fair, like, it could be like a 1-season break, and then like that's really only like 6 months worth of time. Okay, he's 41. So I guess like if he comes back at like 43, I guess it's not that major of a difference there. But it's also like he's definitely getting up there in age. I mean, at that point, like, he's already the oldest person to be on the challenge, right? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, wasn't the previous oldest person Darrell last season for Double Agents, and now he's older than that? Yeah, like, I think there certainly is a debate that he's currently in his prime. Like, he's won, what, 3 of the last 4 seasons, which is insane. Mind you, I think, like, again, like, how are they not targeting him? Like, it's insane that they're not targeting him. Now, like, coming into the season, like, I know there was already this talk about the Vet Alliance, and supposedly CT was the one to set that up. So, like, good on him, but, like, still, how the fuck did they not end up targeting him? Like, it really is insane. It is also weird, like, so he's won 5 times, right? So, like, he won Rivals 2, which was his first win somehow. I don't know how the fuck it took him that long. Well, I mean, I guess I know how it took him that long. Because then he gets fucking DQ'd from, like, it's so, like, he for sure wins Inferno 3 if he doesn't get DQ'd, right? Like, because the badasses end up winning anyway. Even without him, and, like, obviously he's a massive asset there. So it's like, if he didn't get fucking DQ'd in Inferno 3, he for sure wins that. Duel 2, I think there's at least more of a question mark, though. Because, like, Duel 2, like, he legitimately has some, like, really impressive competition, and it's also, well, I don't know, really impressive, but, like, he has, like, Evan, who, like, he has beaten in the past, but I think it's at least someone that, like, is in his ballpark. You have, like, Mark Long. You have Landon, you have Brad, question mark. But, like, and you have people who, like, again, very, like, very much can compete against them. Well, like, I feel Inferno 3, with it being, like, a team season, it's like, he's for sure winning Inferno 3. Then X's 2, yeah, like, he has a good shot. I forgot, who won X's 2? Sarah and Jordan? Yeah, like Bananas didn't get a great. Bananas got fucking Nani that season, so it's like that's not great. Yeah, I mean, like he probably like CT would definitely have had a shot if like DM had been good health. Now who else would they have paired him up again? Paired him up with. Fucking Ranvi. I forgot Ranvi was a fucking character until now. Yeah, Nani was fine, I guess, like back in the day.
What happened?
Nothing to crow about, except to say the men who delayed.
But like even then, like she was never like a top tier competitor.
Well enough. Though I have spent many times.
But then again, like she almost beats Laurel, right? In Free Agents.
Not happy with you.
Like quote unquote almost. Like I think she was like technically like 8 minutes or something behind or something like that. But like still, it's like I guess she was like relatively close.
The last we heard, he was approaching Stavanger.
Good to hear. We have need of his courage.
Yeah, like I've never been, like Nani to me is like someone that like I just can't imagine her winning, especially nowadays.
Did your raid not go as planned?
They rarely go as planned, but we killed many of Kyoto's.
It's so weird too that she's made 2 finals in a row. Yet is still like a nothing competitor.
After so many years, you should take it to Gunnar. He will give it back its edge.
Yeah, wasn't that like last season was like her first elimination win, right? Or her first solo elimination win?
Not yet. He is meeting with a messenger from the north.
I can wait.
Yeah, she lost against Melissa in Total Madness. Lost against Ashley in War of the Worlds 2. I have no memory of that.
Is something wrong?
Lost against Georgia in War of the Worlds. Oh, yeah, that was the dumb fucking chair one. I forgot she was partnered with Turbo. I forgot that was a thing.
Since the day I got this.
Memories of past agonies, of sadness and pain.
Lost against Dario and Nicole. Actually, why haven't we seen Nicole back?
Take your time getting settled. I will see.
Like, Nicole Ramos is a fun personality there.
Eivor, just like that axe. Maybe Gunnar can help you with both.
I will let you know.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, Zach lost a lot of time for Laurel. So it's like the fact that they're that close isn't that impressive on Nani's end, but still. Oh, fuck off of this. Is CT a good character? Debatably. I mean, like, it's like, yeah, I mean, like, he's a good character, but it's like, I don't know, like, I don't think he's a good, like, main character, though. Like, I feel like he's a good, like, side character for a season. But I feel like when he's, like, your main narrator of the season, it just feels kind of weird. I feel like there's definitely an element of CT that like feels like he knows his shtick and he's like playing up to it. Especially recently, like I feel like the Double Agents to me was like almost all of that felt like shtick to me, like his relationship with Big T. What am I doing? Oh, Gunner, everyone's favorite character, Gunner. You know, let's switch to female Eivor. Why not? You can do that, right? In this game? How do you switch? What do you mean custom? Did I turn everything up? Yeah, I turned it to Nightmare, didn't I? Maybe that's why. Maybe I didn't save the setting. Maybe that's why it didn't seem that difficult. Fuck this game, though. I really... it's like... I don't know why I'm even playing this at this point. Well, whatever. CT's a good character in the same way that Sandra is a good character. Kind of. I think Sandra's a more entertaining as like a main character, I feel like, than CT is. But, yeah. I mean, like they're good, like good confessional, like good, like have good one-liners, good, like kind of mocking other people.
Gunnar, I have something here you might like to see.
Oh, I didn't even do the thing that was whatever. It's fine.
Is that your father's axe?
Can't go over the
I have
fact
not
that the
seen
first
this
daily
field
challenge after the Miz
since
retired is called Royal Rumble.
some time. I
Is that
forged
the
this
so Gauntlet 2, right? Gauntlet 2, the
Still
first.
looks
Is that
good.
the challenge
One of
that
my
they
finest,
the
I
one that picked the
It
captains?
has a blunted blade, but it swings well.
So that
You
would make
shall.
sense.
I can give it a better edge and reinforced to handle. And as luck would have it, I have one ingot left.
Yeah,
for
the
the
Joe
You
one.
sure?
If fate so will it, so.
Everyone's favorite
But in
challenge
future,
competitor, Joe.
Bring your own metal ingots. I cannot forge them from empty air.
By the way, in the process of me watching all these challenge seasons, I've done a lot of research on real world and road rules. Yeah, Nehemiah is like really like it's a really big try hard there. Him and Derek, both of them, are really playing it up for the camera.
Anything else?
Dude, I would not be surprised if their entire rivalry was them like preseason, like on the phone saying, "Hey, like let's become rivals this season." And them playing it up for the camera afterwards.
That's all for now.
Return anytime.
Like, I don't necessarily dislike it. Like, I do think the Nehemiah Derek rivalry was like fun TV, despite the fact that I did feel very forced. But like again, I feel pretty confident they were playing it up
It
though.
must be finished now.
If you have any other business, it may be wise to do it now.
Also, there's 2 new episodes coming out, isn't it? Fuck, I forgot about that.
Weight off my mind.
Is it out yet? No, right? I don't think it's out until... Oh, early morning, right? Let's look this up. Episode 6. Oh, no, it is out. Oh. Okay. Maybe I'll watch it. After this. I don't know. Am I gonna fucking bother watching it this late? Like, I kind of want to, that way I can get caught up on it now, but I also don't want to because I've been staying up till at least 4 o'clock in the morning. Erica or Victoria from Edge of Extinction? I think as a player, probably around the same ballpark. I feel like I would probably have more faith in Victoria to make a deeper run. I could see like Victoria bonding more with more groups of people. Because like the thing about Erica is that Erica doesn't seem to be that great socially. Where like again, like it's supposedly to Nasir has said that like him and Erica never talked. And like when they're like on a 6-person tribe, for what, the first 12 days or so of the season, like, and then like never talked, it's like, isn't that an issue? And then we even see the jury, like Ricard introduces Erica by saying, I saw your game, but these people didn't because you didn't have relationships with them. Like, that's a bit of an issue.
Little dice never caused any harm.
What am I doing here? Oh, I have to do a C or something. Okay, I'm not even paying attention. I need to be doing this shit. Why is this level 63? Whatever. Yeah, here Young Justice is pretty good, right? I never watched it. Yeah, like I normally, like my Thursday mornings have become like watching Challenge All-Stars right when I wake up. But it's like tomorrow I want to get the 41 review and player ranking recorded. Well, the end of the 41 review technically. But so it's like, yeah, I might actually stay up to watch it now. What the fuck is that? Is that a built-in thing? I didn't realize that was like a built-in game again. I thought that was like a skill. Whatever. feel like Erica's a worse version of Nick from David vs. Goliath. I mean, like, I don't think Nick was mess socially. Like, I think that's like the biggest proponent of Nick's game is his social ability, in David vs. Goliath in particular. Where, like, again, like, the thing that makes... The reason why I have Nick as high on my winner rankings as I do is because of how, like, well integrated socially he was in the game. Especially early merge, where, like, everyone was giving him information. Where, like, Alec literally spoils the Christian blind side because he didn't want to leave Nick out of the loop. Like, Nick, someone who he had never met up until the merge. Yeah, like, after one round of gameplay, he's already trusting him to the point over, like, Davey, and giving him this information, that allows Nick to, like, eventually execute the John Hennigan blindside. It's like, really, to me, like, Nick's, like, strongest strongest element of his game is his social game. Yeah, also Stu still has a lot of potential to be one of the best seasons really ever. It's a really strong season. I don't think it'll be the top of the top at no matter what it does, but like it definitely could be like top 5 season or so, probably. Yeah, like strategically, I think Erica is good strategically. Like she is very, like I think she is a very sound strategic player. Like there's no moves that she, like again, like I mean, like her, like talking about how she needs to differentiate herself from Heather. Like, and to even that's like a good thought. Like it is like if it wasn't Heather, like I think it's a good thought. And to be fair, she never executes on it. So it's like, I guess really it's fine. But like the fact that that's like a thing in the episode, that like, oh, I need to differentiate myself from Heather is like, do you though? Yeah, like I do think strategically she has a more sound strategic mind probably than Nick. But I think in execution, I think Nick is able to execute his moves. Better. What the fuck is this? Oh, I forgot that her face fucking old here because they fucking make her younger and whatever. It's fucking dumb.
Great Freya, I give you thanks for your gift of Seder. She gives thanks and she is blessed.
What they do? Like, do they just like
what brings you so far?
Like flatten out her face for when she's young? Because that's literally what it looks like. Whatever.
Come.
Do I think it's weird the last time you watched 3030 you had it in top tier? I have 3030 in top tier as of right now. I suspect that it's going to go down on the rewatch, but as of right now I have it top tier. I don't know if it'll go down below top tier though. Like as many like I don't know, like I get why Dirty 30 is like an underwhelming season, but like I doubt it's going to be like a mediocre season to me on the rewatch. But we'll see. We'll see. There's gonna be like I'm really interested in seeing how my opinions change on the rewatch.
When I touched it, the vision came on fast. There was a wolf howling.
I don't think. No, it was the right move for Erica to keep Deshaun in the game. Deshaun was someone that was more willing to work with Erica and was also someone that was easier to beat for Erica at the end. Even though Deshaun's a fucking idiot and does his truth bomb at the tribal, it's like, still, Danny is someone that is much more likely to beat her in a jury vote. And is also someone that never showed any thought about, like, working with her in the game. That's something we found out post-season 2, is that supposedly, like, Danny was, like, in the original Lugu tribe, Danny was extremely close to Sydney, while Deshaun was extremely close to Erica and Heather.
What are you brewing?
An elixir to loosen your humor and unwind your
So it's like, again, like, why would Erica keep Danny in the game? Someone that is, someone that's more likely to win challenges over her, someone that is less likely to work with her, and also someone that could potentially beat her in a jury vote. Like, there's really no benefit to keeping Danny in the game outside of the possibility of, like, oh, maybe he can beat Ricard in an immunity challenge, but it's like she ends up beating Ricard in an immunity challenge. Does BB-21 have the best jury phase ever? I don't know if it's the best ever, but like it's strong. It would have been better if it was more likable people. But I would say like BB-14 is strong. I don't know if it's like I think BB-21 is one of the most fuck, what is the word I'm trying to think? Fluid end games in the history of the show.
When did you arrive?
But I don't know if it's necessarily the best. Yeah, for the reunion show, yeah, that's definitely why they did the after show, is because they weren't sure if they were going to, and why they read out the votes on the islands, because they didn't know for sure what the COVID situation was going to be. So they didn't know if they were going to be able to get everyone back, or if they were going to be able to even do a live reunion or any of this stuff. So it's like I get why they did it. It's still worse than a normal live reunion to me, but like I get why they did what they did. I think money's definitely a factor, but it's like also like, are they really gonna get like, because like I don't know, because like obviously they filmed this back in March, right? So it's like, and the planning phases for it were even before that. So it's like, could they have known about like how prominent the vaccine was gonna be by the end of the year, to the point where like, again, it would make more like now, like if they were to film now, like I would be surprised if 43 and 44 have the same format, or at least if like COVID is the reason they have the same format, just because it's like I feel like now they could do it for sure, right? They can do in-person reunion, all that sort of stuff, especially like with vaccinations and everything. They just like have to guarantee that everyone's vaccinated, and like it shouldn't be an issue at all. So it's like, now it's like, it's fine. But like, definitely back like when this was originally filmed, like I get why they were hesitant to even consider doing one.
I am here.
Gods, I thought what was that?
Tell me everything.
Hawkeye's starting to become your favorite Disney Plus
in a violent blizzard,
show.
climbing toward the summit, following.
Yeah, I'm interested. Like, I feel like Hawkeye and Falcon Winter Soldier are the two that I'm probably the most interested in eventually watching. Yeah, I don't have much of an interest in Loki personally, and like WandaVision, it's like sounds cool, but it's like I don't know how
I saw Odin.
The
Nornir spinning the threads.
too interested I am in it, but whatever. BB-10's overrated. Well, everyone has their opinions.
They were showing you the way forward.
Why is Ponderosa so boring? I don't know. Like, I mean, like, there's some people that like absolutely love this season's Ponderosa. Like, to me, it's like just Ponderosa in general over the last like ever since like the current people that do Ponderosa videos. Like I don't love the way they do them, where like it very much feel like I don't love like this set structure that they have with it, where it's like essentially it's like, oh, them obviously coming off the show, like them doing the weigh-in, all that sort of stuff, and that stuff's normal. Then we get their first interactions with the cast, and that's like maybe like a minute. And then after that, it's like 5 minutes of them doing like a personal thing that it's clear that the producers told them, hey, have a thing for your Ponderosa video. And it's like, that's the thing that's like, to me, it's like, I could do without that. Like, I would rather see more interactions with the cast and like see more like talk about,
I do not know what else to say.
Like who they're going to vote for, like what they think about what's going on in the game and that sort of stuff. Like, that's what I want from Ponderosa videos, not like oh, I'm going to play rugby with the fucking hotel manager for whatever reason.
Then the wolf reappeared.
Yeah.
The size of a dragon, twisted and terrible. It fixed its eyes on me and struck. Then I awoke.
Did you have to be a better all-female alliance than the Coven? In Big Brother, yeah, definitely.
You will have your glory, and you will earn your
Yeah, I think BB20 pre-merge is the best stretch in Big Brother history, at least. Or pre-jury. Again, like week 1, you have Tyler flipping Caitlyn at the last second. Week 2, you have the swaggy backdoor. Week 3, you have them blindsiding half the house and voting out Winston. Week 4 is like kind of ish, but it's like you still have a lot of the drama with Caitlyn and Fessy and Haley. And there was like a last second scramble too that does end up going through. And then week 5, obviously incredible with the Rachel blindside. So yeah, that was a really, really fantastic stretch of 5 weeks there. And even like week 6, I mean, like it's very twist heavy. But okay, I think what we're gonna do here, I think we'll finish this mission, and I think we'll call it a night. Wait, what? Is it this way? But yeah, I mean, like, but even like the Bailey boot week, like that still had a lot of intrigue going on, and like same thing with the Rockstar week. Again, both of those were like influenced by the hacker twist, but there's still a lot of fun stuff there. And then you obviously have Fessy backdooring, or not backdooring, I guess like he just outright puts up Scotty, but either way. Like all that stuff's great. And then after that the season goes downhill, but it's like it's great up until that point. Like I hate the hacker comp as a game mechanic, but I thought it brought good TV. But I also feel like they kind of lucked into it bringing good TV. Where like I think if it had been on a season where there had been like a very clear majority alliance that had all the numbers, then it wouldn't have played out well. But because the house was split and the hacker comp ended up being won by someone that wasn't in the majority, or that wasn't in power in that HOH week, like then it became a good, or it brought good TV. But I don't think it necessarily always would. Final 6 in like the double, that's essentially double eviction. Like that was fine. Like it's definitely the best part of the end game, but it's also kind of underwhelming considering like the last few weeks had been built like Scotty. So you have the Fessy boot, and then Scotty returns and gets taken out immediately afterwards. Then you have the Haley boot, and it's like during those weeks there, it's like the entire thing had been like, oh, level 6 is going to flip against each other, and they'd just been the setup for that, and then for that, all that setup to just culminate in a double eviction is just kind of underwhelming. It's like, yes, the like actual double eviction itself is strong, like the Brett blindside itself is good. It's like the fact that ends up being like kind of climax of the season there, which happened so abruptly, and I don't know. It's like I found that kind of underwhelming.
They must be finished now.
The king has called for his best mead, so the talks are concluded. It should be safe to enter.
I'm ready to face the thunder.
So I think we'll watch this cutscene, then we'll probably call it.
I will take this proposal to my nephew. I believe he will see the wisdom in it.
I think doubles are good for I think doubles are good for entertainment value. Or at least short-term entertainment value. It's like I think some like really fantastic moments happen during double evictions, but there's also times where like it just kind of speeds up the inevitable, which is also fine in that sense.
And explain in plain words why you have willfully disobeyed my commands. Do you mock me?
But I don't know. I think it's overall net positive. I don't love triple evictions.
And your
I mean, like,
own
the
poor
the
judgment.
two doubles back to back can be fine, especially if we're in a position where like it's gonna be just kind of like a begonging, but they haven't timed it well recently. I mean, like, obviously the time we had it was BB22, and they should have done it a week before. That would have made it a lot more interesting. Where if it had been Dave Vaughn, then Kevin, then David going out back to back, then it's like it's fine. But because like we lose out on the Danny week, then that's kind of a bit underwhelming. Like, really, I think it's very determinant on what ends up happening and how it happens. Like, where, like, I think like the Big Jeff eviction in BB 13, like that was benefited from it being a double eviction. The fact that it was so quick, and they like take out the biggest player in the game at that point, in like a really quick blindside. I think that benefits the season there. While something like like the Brett blindside was kind of more like foreseen, but it also would have been interesting to see like this betrayal. I think that's also probably part of it too, is that Big Jeff didn't like he got betrayed by Shelley, but it's like that was also something that happened before the double eviction. Also, we did get like more context afterwards, which I think helped it a bit. While like
My honor has been stained. Until his
I don't know, with these like the Brett blindside, like we don't really get to see much of his reaction to being blindsided. And I think that's something we definitely missed out on. Yeah, Jeff definitely thought he had the game won at that point after he got Danny out, which is kind of humorous.
Down at the docks, his ship is here.
I think Double Agents is a bottom tier season from what I'm looking at it right now. Oh fuck. Okay, well I thought this led into. Okay, I guess we'll do this too. I wanted to get to where Sigurd shows up, which is here. Not that this matters. I don't know why I'm even bothering, because it's not like I'm continuing off the save anyway. Oh, whatever. Why was Jeff not asked for All-Stars? I'm pretty sure he was. I would be very surprised if he was not asked. I think he almost guaranteed said no. Because, I mean, like, he has, like, an actual job at a news station now, and then also, COVID stuff. And also, wasn't Jordan pregnant? Jordan said he wasn't? Well,
my dear wife, your husband returns, bringing gifts and riches to share.
And new friends, I see.
I forgot, like, was Jordan's a Lloyd? I'm a fucking idiot. That's her name. Either way,
we are grateful to Sigurd for his invitation and eager to pay tribute to your king.
My brother is always very careful with the company he keeps. If you're standing safely beside him, you must.
I was trying to look up if Jordan was pregnant at the time. I feel like that might have been a factor too. And also, I don't know if he's like, is he too close to production? I guess that hasn't stopped them in the past from like, from at least Survivor at least.
They told us Eivor the Wolf-Kissed was captured by Kjotve's men.
They must have cut the tale short. I killed my captors and recovered my crew. And for that your father scolded me.
I guess I don't think she was pregnant at the time. Either way, not that it fucking matters. I had Jordan above Evil Dick. Evil Dick's at the bottom. Why have Evil Dick at the bottom? Because he wouldn't have won if it hadn't been for America's Player. And I don't... I guess this is like more so for the player ranking. But I just can't imagine a world where Evil Dick wins a game of Big Brother unless he's benefited by America. I love the Duel. I love Gauntlet 3. I don't love Inferno 3. Where Gauntlet 3 and Duel are two of my favorite seasons, Gauntlet 3 is one of my least favorite seasons.
My son, welcome.
Island is the season that I'm like a bit more hesistant on. Where I said it was going to end. And I just like continued playing anyway. Whatever.
tables are laid with
Yeah, like
barley
Island is like,
and
it's not a bad season of reality television, but it's a bad season of the challenge, where like it doesn't, like it's not the challenge. Like it's a radically different format from any other season of the show. It really just doesn't feel like the challenge at all.
Very well. And when we are fat and satisfied, Father, we
But
will
like I
talk
don't,
of Kjötve.
like it's an icky season though. There's a lot of ickiness there, but
He has dogged us too long.
yeah, maybe the Big Jeff thing too. Yeah, maybe it is
I know this. Eivor knows this.
because he's problematic, I guess. But it's like I don't think that would have stopped them. I think maybe him being problematic and them obviously like coming off of the like the diversity stuff and all that sort of stuff. Like I think maybe that is more of an issue. But again, yeah, they had Hayden in contention, and too for Hayden isn't as outwardly problematic. Where like with Big Jeff, it's like there's very like it's literally on this show like him being blatantly homophobic and everything. While like with Hayden, it's more so like yeah, there's like a couple. I think it's like what, like some Twitter things he said and stuff. But it's like it's not as blatant to the audience to where like they would be able to find that stuff out as easily. But either way, it's like I don't think that was as much of an issue. But yeah, either way, I suspect that Jeff wasn't interested anyway for that season.
Something special for you.
Should I just end? Like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I think I'm. Can I save? If it allows me to save, at least. So, there we go. Yeah, I played the first hour of Valhalla. That's definitely what I wanted to do tonight. Oh, what a great game. The character never lived. Whatever, it's fine. Do I think Rachel ever return? I think if Rachel wants to come back, or I think if sorry, that's not what I would say. I think if Big Brother wants Rachel back, like if Big Brother is doing an all-star season to where Rachel makes sense, then yes, I think Rachel would come back. Like I think Rachel will say yes if, like, again, she wanted to play BB-22 pregnant and have Alyssa do the comps for her. So it's like she's definitely willing to come back. But yeah. So yeah, it's 2:30 in the morning. I think we'll call it a night. So I don't know if I'll be. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow or not. I'll probably lean towards no, but like I don't know. We'll see. I'll for sure be back. Actually, I don't know if I'll for sure be back on Sunday. In an ideal world, I'll stream on Sunday, and I should be able to stream on Sunday. But I can definitely see some things coming up. But if not Sunday, then Monday. We'll see. Either way. Again, we'll stream 2 times a week, still moving forward, even though there's not going to be much going on. I mean, yeah, like, what's left now? It's just Challenge All-Stars, right? For next few weeks, and then, yeah, I mean, I guess there's not much going on for a while, but either way. So, yeah, next up, I think we're going to do Ratchet and Clank real quick, 2016. Just play. I think we should be able to do that in, like, 2 streams. And then after that, we'll play Horizon Zero Dawn, and we'll see how that goes. Spies, Lies, I guess Spies, Lies, and Allies reunion. We'll see if I even bother watching it. I guess I probably will. Sort of stream a rewatch of Survivor Season. I would if I had the right equipment for it. I just feel like without like an actual like camera on me and everything, like it's like what's really the point? It's like once like if I like get a proper setup and stuff, then like I think that's definitely more feasible there. Actually, it would be cool to do like a rewatch of a season that I'm about to do a retrospective of, and like that sort of stuff. Like in 2 months, I think in general it would be like interesting to do a lot more like videos where like it's just kind of going over like doing like the prep, like when I do like prep work for certain videos and like do that on stream. I feel like that would be interesting. But it's like right now, it's like I'm not really properly set up for it. But down the road, that'll be fun. Yeah, either way. So yeah, thank you everyone's still here. And despite me starting super late, I think this was a pretty successful stream here. I mean, obviously, we can talk more about Survivor or whatnot next time. Against 3:30 in the morning. I'm actually still debating on watching All Stars 2 tonight, just to kind of get out of the way. So that should be something. But yeah, until probably, I think Sunday is probably the most realistic day for next stream. But yeah, until then, thank you guys for watching.